Anju, would you like to go first?
Okay. Hi, my name is Anju, and I have around more than 10 years of working experience and around 3 to 4 years of experience in IT. I was working in IT governance and risk and compliance. So recently, I am on sabbatical break. I'm looking for an opening in RPA for UiPath. So I'm learning, doing my basics currently. So I wanted to brush up and to reach up the level so that I can apply accordingly.
Thank you so much, Anju. Um, Ajay, good morning.
Yeah,
Welcome to
good
the
morning, my
team.
friend. Yeah, so my name is Ajay. So I'm from Bangalore. I have a total three plus years of experience in the IT field. Right now, I'm working on 3K technologies. So presently, I'm working on the Power Automate desktop. So simultaneously, I'm working on the UiPath also. So I just want to, I just basics I'm learning from the UiPath. So I just want to learn more. So that's why I've joined this. Thank you.
Okay, Uma, good morning.
Yeah, hi, good morning. So I have overall 6 plus years of experience in IT. So right now I'm in the UiPath projects, but I want to learn more things in a daily basis so that we can upgrade ourselves in RPA. So that is the reason I'm here to do today for the classes. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Uma. Okay. Uh, about me, I have close to 9 years experience now, and with respect to UiPath, it's close to 6 years. And I am working as a solution architect in Value Momentum, where I deal with solutioning as well as client interactions. Um, and client success is the main goal for my activities or for my role. And I'm doing this as a part of community practice, or you can say like, okay, there are people who actually need more than basics. But in the current market, that more than basics costs them around 40,000 to 50,000. I am not against of having that pricing because the course value is around 40 to 50,000. But I'm more interested in making people understand than the pricing. So that was the reason I have costed you, or I have placed with such a less cost, and I've invited people like you so that you will get benefit along with other team members. So please do check out and also take all the advantages and all the course details as well as all the information from me for the next couple of weeks that we have or that we are working together. And I'm excited to you work with you all, and I hope likewise from you too. Okay, so since we are very small team now, the team size may increase as the days pass. So keep it up by unmuting and talking more so that you can get more details out of me. Okay, cool. And do we need to wait for someone else? She joined. Yep. Krishna, can you please unmute and tell me about yourself? Let's hear up. I know that you're pretty excited. You're sharing all your questions over Teams. So let's see. Krishna, please unmute and talk.
Hi bro, I'm from Hyderabad. I have 2 years of experience in non-technical industries in IT.
Mhm.
I'm looking for a UiPath developer.
Okay.
I don't knowledge of C Sharp .NET. I have a little bit C programming.
Krishna,
help
when someone
you.
asks you about, tell me about yourself, you should not stop for 10 minutes. You need to continue and tell about all the activities that are related to the interview.
Okay.
Okay, fine. Uh, Hi, Vamshi. Good morning. Welcome to the team, Krishna.
Hi bro, morning.
Yep, Vamshi, can you please unmute and talk about, tell me about yourself, and I can just understand, or I will be able to understand what exactly do you need.
Yeah, okay. Hi everyone, this is Vamsi Krishna. Uh, Recently graduated of a BTech in 2019 batch, and I'm a fresher. I don't have any working experience or anything, and I'm looking forward with working with your learning together.
Excellent. We have a great team actually, if you ask me,
Yeah,
because this team is a combination of fresher, 2 years experience person without RPA and Power Automate experience but no UI path. So this team will be very good in with respect to learning as well as with respect to working as well. Because if there is someone who knows it, they can complement the other person, or he or she can complement the other person who knows it. Okay, so
yeah, okay.
just go ahead and keep communication alive and active till the complete course. So you will be able to get more benefit rather than working all alone or learning alone. Okay,
Yeah, okay, got it.
excellent. So let's go ahead and see what is the approach that we are working. I hope everyone saw the demo video, and I'm not going to share what are we going to cover for next 3 weeks. Let's go with the plan. So Anju, have you seen the demo?
Demo like 2 weeks back.
Uh,
Yes, I did see the demo.
in the form, Google form.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so what will be the first week? What will be covered and what will be covering in the first week?
Mm.
UI interaction, right?
Okay. See, our main agenda or goal is not on specific activities. And yes, UI interaction or UI activities will be doing a complete project. It's not like UI activities. Okay. So we'll
Okay.
go on a project level and we will see what are the activities that we need to complete in a project, and we'll take a small basic sample and we will complete the project. But all the 4 weeks will be projects.
Okay.
Great. Super. Now let's go ahead and let me introduce you to few tools that we normally use. I am sharing my screen. Let me know once you are able to see it. Can you see the screen?
Yes, yes.
Yes, Bajrang.
So everyone will have a group of Team 6. How many of you are having this in their channels or in their teams? Could you please check it out? And so I have added Vamshi, Krishna. Just check out or refresh your teams and you will be able to see uh, this team 6 in your left side. I think you might have already seen Hyper Hackers on the left side general, but along with that now you will see team 6. Can you please check and confirm?
Yeah.
Are
Yeah,
you?
I'm part of the team 6. Yeah.
Yes. So all the team notes and everything that you are going to see will be there only in this particular channel, and you are open to work or to use this any way you want, but make sure that is good. Okay, and Let's go with a Word document and let's write all the details over here, or else we can also go with OneNote. Let's go with Word document. So I'm writing it in RPA Dev. Tab name is Word. Okay, let's go with files. So I'm adding a new file, team notes. So all the details that I'm going to share will be there in the team notes on daily basis. Okay. So today is 10/1. So get used to the way how we learn and work with the things.
22.
Yeah, this is the first mistake that I'm doing from the year 2022. Thank you. So project one will decide, but let's understand what is the life cycle of any RPA project. So can anyone tell me what is a life cycle as per your understanding and what is meant by a life cycle of any project?
Like from start to the end, steps we follow through developing.
Yes. So from the initial state of understanding that this is the problem that we have, and to the final product where we deploy it to the production, all the steps can be considered as a life cycle. Okay. So now, what can be the life cycle of RPA projects? I hope you are able to see the screen.
Yeah,
Okay. First one is discovery phase. Okay. So after discovery, you can go ahead and mute and talk and tell me what are the next steps, because all the activities that we are going to do, we'll be doing only on these steps. Discovery.
Development,
Okay. Then
testing,
okay.
maintenance,
Okay.
production, deployment,
Deployment. Okay. Anything else?
mm,
Support.
Support. So can we tell maintenance as support or not?
yeah, we can tell it's a maintenance support.
Okay. So let's understand what are the activities that we do in each and every phase. So after discovery, we also need to have documentation or discovery phase. After that, we need to do analysis and documentation. The reason is, let's understand that we understood a problem, but after understanding a problem, we need to make sure that problem is worthy enough to automate or develop. Okay, because if we have a solution that we can develop, but that doesn't have or that doesn't bring any value, I think organization will not be good enough to support that particular use case. Is it right?
Yes.
So you need to first understand, analyze that particular requirement and creatively document it. And maintenance and support will come after deployment phase.
Yeah,
Okay, so I would like mm, Vamshi, you don't have
sorry.
you don't have experience, right?
Yeah, no.
Okay. So I hope you learned this in your education, but if not, just understand what are the things and how things are working. Okay.
Okay.
In discovery phase, we'll understand a problem or understand or look for problems to solve. Okay. Now, okay. After we understood that there are some problems, we will in analyze and documentation create PDD. Surabhi, can you please turn off the video? Thank you. Okay, create the PDD and solution design document, initial solution design document. We'll discuss further on what is PDD and what is SDD again. So PDD is process definition document. SDD is solution design document. Okay. Okay, we understood that. Okay, we created process definition document, solution design document, and we understood that this solution can be created. Now we will go with development. Okay, development is actual coding or any tool that we can bring in. So next phase is testing phase, where we are checking with are the solutions or are the requirements met. For example, here, what is the let's understand our program as a life cycle. Okay, so discovery phase is I understand that okay, you guys or anyone in the market needs to have or need to have a proper project development training so that you will be able to crack the interviews easily. Okay, analysis and documentation is what I found the uh, interest or I found the need and I found that okay, this can benefit everyone who are able to join. Now with the development, whatever we are doing now or whatever we are discussing now is actual development, right? We are actually working on the things. So testing phase is I've initially said that you will be able to complete all the training within 1 month and you will be able to learn RE framework. So after completion or during completion or during while we are working, we'll check ourselves on are we getting the concepts that we are working or not. So that is testing phase. Deployment phase is that you actually going into the market and applying for the jobs and securing a job. And maintenance phase is what you can say as you working on your project in your organization, dream company. Okay, just understand our training program within this life cycle so that it will be easy to understand and to grab with the things. Understand with the regular activities that you're doing, that will be easier. And deployment move code to production, maintenance and support. So in case of issue, errors, solve them. Okay, great. Now, do you have any particular use case that you would like to solve? That okay, this is where I'm having issue. I'm talking on a project level, not on a activity level. You can unmute and talk, please.
Project level in the sense RE framework, right?
Okay, so we'll discuss on RE framework as well. Okay, Yes, project level in the sense with respect to RE framework, but RE framework is not a project. Understand the difference? We will be talking about RE framework, but RE
Okay.
framework is not a project.
Okay. Okay.
Krishna, it would be better if you can join with the registered email ID rather than a guest from tomorrow. Okay?
Okay, bro.
Yep. So we are talking about RE framework, yes. So what is RE framework? RE framework, this is just a template. Okay, we will be discussing more in this program than just RE framework. Okay, and we'll also be talking about RE framework, but it's not the only thing that you need for a project. Any other answers?
Does not require a BRD, TDD.
We have PTT and SGD.
During the code review,
During the code review, can code review come into testing phase?
yes,
Because here we are doing the testing, right? Code review can also be
right.
done with this. Okay. Let's pull up a simple use case that we have or that we normally use on a regular basis. RPA challenge. Okay. I hope most of you have seen this particular website, and let's see. I'm not sure if this will work. RPA challenge. If that's not working, my friend have created multiple uses that are very good. Bots DNA. Let's also use this. Oh, this is working. Cool. Let's go with this. Okay. So here we have an RPA challenge website. In this RPA challenge website, what exactly we need to do is, so here are the instructions. So let's consider this as a project. Okay. So my requirement as a client is I need to download the Excel and I need to fill in all the items that are available in this. So this is the data entry work that my company or my team does, and I want this to be automated. So this is the use case that I have. Okay, so I would like to introduce you to a new concept or a new tool called task capture. So what is the use of task capture?
Let's create PDD.
Not just to create PED, yes, creation of PED is one activity, but other than creation of PED, create flow diagrams. Okay, understanding the flow or whatever it is, and you can also create uh, sample templates or create simple skeleton of the program. Let's just understand how. Okay, so today we'll be discussing on task capture. So see, within a short period we are discussing on a lot of things, so you always need to be active and attentive. Don't miss it. So task capture is a tool again provided by UiPath, and I'm using a community version. You too can download one, and the link for downloading it is UiPath. Search for UiPath task capture, and here you have. So you can try task capture for free. and this is the URL. I'm pasting that in the document, so you can definitely go ahead and watch it again. Yes. Okay, everyone in the team have access for this, so don't worry. This document will be available for you all the time. Okay, now what is task capture? So for documentation of our process is what, or for process discovery, or to understand any particular steps, we'll use this task capture as a tool. So let's create a new tool or a new document. So did you understand the use case that I want as a client?
Yeah.
Yes,
So don't think that this is a simple type into activity. Think on a broader perspective as a project, then you can get more out of it. Okay. Now, can you please explain me how, as you are a developer, how you are going to do this? What is the first step that you are going to take?
open the website.
Okay. So this is the first mistake that we are going to do. The mistake that we did now right away is, instead of understanding the complete process, so you are going into development, right? Directly.
Yes.
What about the first and second steps?
Yeah, okay. Got it.
So don't go directly into the code. Understand the use case first. Understand why do we actually need to do it. And we need to create some flow. We need to create some understanding within the complete team. Yes. So let's go ahead and talk. So what is the first step?
Discovery. Understand the problem to solve.
Things we need to do.
What's the business use case?
Okay, understand the
What
business use case. Okay.
And steps we should follow to build.
Okay. So here I will be writing RPA challenge. Okay. Okay. So what do we need to do? Please go ahead. So this is my RPA challenge website, and this is my document where I'm trying to capture all the things. Okay, let's talk, or let's say that you want, if you are good with adding the values, or if you want just to have it like this. Let's see. Um, let's talk on step by step.
We will start with documenting the process, current process.
Document the current process. Okay. Okay. Then
So we will try to document what the business is doing with this website. So for
what is the
for
as-is
what they are
process?
filling in, yeah. So as is process.
Okay. So what the current business is doing with this particular use case. That's the as-is process. Okay. And we also need to create something called to be process. So what is the difference between as is process flow is you are telling that this is what I'm doing. To be process flow will be with a robot how you are going to do it. We'll see the difference in a while, but you're spot on, Anju. Let's go with the next step. Then
we will see what are the dependencies with other systems or
dependencies must be captured. Okay. Because let's assume for this particular use case to work, we need to have Excel in our machine. Is it right?
So the tools has to be captured.
Exactly. All the tools required must be understood.
Permission of all softwares.
Applications, softwares
Right.
must be taken. Okay, then so just see we are still in the documentary current process, discovery phase or documentation phase.
And the targeted users has
Okay, who are the
needs.
targeted users? Okay, what is the frequency of execution? Why are we taking what is the frequency of execution? Because when we have a bot created, we can have it executed at any point of time, right? Why do we need to have this frequency of execution as a parameter?
Because for daily basis, how many times the targeted users are using, we need to understand daily, or is it weekly, or is it monthly, quarterly, the process that is done. So
Let's
that
think
we
on a
should have
different
an
level. So what we can say is, let's say that there is a process, and that process took around 6 months for us to develop. Okay, and that process will be executed only for 1 hour for a complete year. Okay, so how much time are we saving for a year? Okay, how many hours are we saving for a year if that is executing only once a year and for 1 hour?
So that will also cover the costing also, right? How much manpower is also saved.
We can discuss on FTE if full-time employees later. But if a robot is working for 1 hour, how much time is it saving for a human for a year? Go ahead, go ahead. Don't be silent. It would just be 1 hour, right? For a complete year. Did you understand my point or question here? Let's say that there is a use case and that use case is working for only 1 hour and for the rest of the year it's not working at all. So how much time are we saving for a complete year?
1 hour.
Exactly. Now how much time did we take for development of it?
6 months.
So is it matching or do we need to do this process?
No.
Not at all.
Not required, right? because that's a
Right.
1 hour activity for a year. Then why do you need this activity to be executed, or to at least work on this? So we need to understand why do we need to do a RPA solution? Do we really require it?
Okay.
Okay, so we also need to consider these aspects as well before going into coding. Okay, now what is the next step? Or okay, again, I'm asking you as a client, I need to develop this solution, and I have the document or the process understanding or discovery phase or analysis or documentation phase. So we can say document current process or analysis. So this is what we can say. So what is the next step? Okay, now I understood that this process will be executed. Now I'm telling that this process current execution time will be daily, at least 50 times. Each time it's taking 10 minutes. Okay, for each and every item it's taking 10 minutes and it's executing 50 times. So is this process a good um, or is this a good use case for automation?
Yes, it's a repeated task and it is recurring, and it's a time consuming work. So yes,
And also the data is structured.
yeah, data is structured.
So what is the difference between structured data and unstructured data? Other, if you are unmuting, I'm not able to hear you.
Yeah, structured data in the sense it should be in the same manner to when you are automating. So then only we can automate. Structured data like like for example invoice multiple invoices that we can that we need to extract the data. So that's all the structured data. Um, for the unstructured data, we can assume as a resumes. So that is unstructured data. So
So one more example is any tabular data or any file. Let's assume that
right,
I asked you to fill a form
right,
to join in. So you filled in only the details that are required in it. Okay, like your name, mobile number, and email ID. So that's the
yeah,
structure I want. But if I just ask you to give me your details, you can give any details that you want, right? You may not be able to understand what details that I want.
yes,
Okay. So if I ask you such question, then you can give details like, okay, my name is this, and I am working from here, I am living from here. But do I need all those details to give you the access? All I need
No,
is a
No.
mobile number and an email ID and your name to save it.
right,
Okay. So for this particular use case also, we'll download an Excel and that Excel will be in the same format. It will not change.
right,
okay.
Okay. So any data that is with a particular structure without change can be treated as a structured data.
Mhm.
yes,
Okay. Any data that's changing continuously and we are not having a control uh, of its location, or with a document, even in resume, um, if you can say at the top, someone will need write their mobile number and contact details, but someone may write it at the bottom, saying that there is a contact and mobile numbers at the bottom.
right,
The structure is not same. It's an unstructured data completely. Though the
right,
contents can be available, the structure still will be not same. Okay, so is the data structure. So this is what we are going to see. Now let's have it. Let's park with the other details. As we discuss, we'll get more details in place. But let's see with the development or with the PDD creation. So I'll be using task capture. So how to use this task capture? Install, I have given you the link, right? Register yourself and install. So here you have two options. Build a diagram, capture a process. Okay. So we'll build a diagram and we'll see what are the steps. So what is the first step that we need to do from here?
Download the Excel.
Excellent. So every time we need to open a browser. First thing, open browser.
Okay.
So what URL we are opening? This is the
IP.
URL. Okay. Then after opening a browser, then what do we need to do? Download Excel.
Click. Yeah.
Okay. So normally how this will be taken is, okay, with this particular process after downloading, so then we will have okay sequence. Let's capture. So this UI capture will help you to capture the actual activities that we are doing. Okay. Control minus and let's see. Start capture. I hope this will be added up. So there we are downloading. So we have the Excel in place. Okay, but this Excel doesn't have any data, so let's stop it for now. Let's see why it doesn't have any data. So email ID, phone number. I think this is not the website that we are looking for. Yep, okay, this is the website. So what are we having? First name, last name, company, role, address, and email, phone number. Is it right?
Yes.
Click on download. Here you can change the image if you want. Edit action. So back to diagram, replace image from the screenshot. So let's go back to this RPA challenge. So let's do the complete change. Replace image from capture from screenshot. So we are saying that okay, click on this particular download Excel. Okay. So we are downloading the Excel. Then what do we need to do? What's the next step after downloading the Excel?
Get the data.
Read Excel. Okay. Then see, just talk on the general process. There is no right or wrong in our program, in our training session. Everything can be understood. Yeah.
We can insert the data in that form.
So you mean to say fill the details?
Yeah.
Okay. So here, after reading the Excel, for each item, we need to fill in the details, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Name, last name, first name.
Exactly, all the details. So here, first name, last name we have. Let's start the capture again and let's see if we can get the details. So start a capture. First name, address, company. So we need all these details to be filled, right?
Hmm.
Phone number, email, last name, role in company.
Do we have to do it in the same pattern in Excel, or we can do it randomly?
We cannot have the same steps, right? See, that's what we'll have it on the next level. Now, when you
Okay.
refresh this one, this will not be in the same pattern. Like the first name can come at the end.
Okay.
When you refresh this again, the first name can go in here.
Hmm.
Okay, so our solution must be able to identify the element and work on it
Wherever it is.
wherever it is. That's correct.
Okay.
Okay, so let's see. This is the first name, right? Title action.
First name.
So here, this just understand with the screenshots. That will be easier for you. Okay, so here properties we are seeing. So here clicking on that particular item, do we need clicking of the first name? Not required, if you ask me. All we need is to enter the first name, right? So here we can write enter first name. Okay, this one we can remove, delete, and we can remove the next one. So first name is entered. Now we can say enter last name. Okay, so see here, I think you might have understood or you might have worked on this particular project, but is that the exact way that we are doing in a project? No. So understand what is a project and how are we working on a project. There are many things that are getting involved before actually we are going even into UiPath code. Last name we are entering. Then what is the next one?
Address.
Okay, I don't think so. That's address. Let's see. There is company name.
Company.
Okay, enter company name. Oh, seems to be good. This is first name, this is last name, and I just double clicked on it, enter company name. Okay, then after entering company name,
Role.
role in company. Okay, then after entering role in a company, we have role. Then we need to go with, so let's delete this. So we have role in company. This is email ID. Okay, so once we enter email ID, then it will be last name. So this
Telephone.
is last name. And the last one that we are missing is phone number. So this is actually the role in company. Let's understand where did we miss that role in company. Okay, enter last name, enter company name. So this is actually mobile number, phone number. Okay, so just understand these steps now. So first we are opening a browser. After we open a browser, download the Excel, read the Excel. One important thing that we have missed is start. Click on start button. Because if you don't click on the start button, it will not start actually. The challenge will not be started. So see here the start button. If you don't click on this, this will not be started. Now this is started. If you just submit everything, now this got completed and we got to reset again. Okay, so we need to go with start. Hit on that start button. So that I have added in the steps. So if you don't add anything, that's not there in the process.
Mhm.
Okay. So after completion, after adding all these items, what do we need to do? Do we need to click on start button again?
Submit.
Click on submit. Then what do we need to do?
It's cycle.
It's a cycle. That's correct.
Yeah.
So we need to see next row exists or not. Next row available. So if it is available, what we need to do? If it is not available, what we need to do?
It is available, then we loop it
You go to
back.
the RP challenge this action
Exactly.
again.
So if it is available, then we'll go with yes. If it is not available, then we'll go with end the process.
In the first.
Okay, but this is a to be process. That's what they are doing it right now, if you understand it.
Mhm.
First opening a browser, download, then read the Excel file. Once read the Excel file, go ahead and click a start button. Once you have a start button on, let's go with this one. Click submit, check with next one. Okay, let's have it like this. Let's have it like this. End the process. Now, did you understand the actual process that we are doing?
Yes.
Starting,
Yes.
opening browser and all. So let's assume that dismiss. Okay. Now let's see with the steps. Click on diagram. Okay. Now, do we have the complete documentation in place? Like whatever the activities that we need to do. Do we have it in place
Yes.
or not?
Yes.
So let's save this document and see, we'll be using, there is one more word or one more tool that I would like to bring in during our discussion, and we still have 1 more minute. GitHub. Okay, because I'll be using GitHub to share the code with everyone. GitHub. So you can download GitHub. Okay, and that's RPA in 30 days is the URL. So you can go with desktop.github.com and download GitHub for Windows. So right now it's okay that we have done with the time, so that's fine. If you just need to understand with the steps. Okay, desktop and URL github.com, and we'll be working with RPA developer in 30 days. Okay, so this is the document, this is the URL that we need to work on. So everyone will be able to understand what is GitHub and work on GitHub. Don't even think about how to work on it. That will become like a habit for you while to use GitHub for the projects. But can I ask one task from you all? I think this is easy.
Okay.
What you need to do is create that solution. Okay, so I want the solution to be created, and what need to be done, I will have this task capture available for you in the GitHub. You can check with that, or else you can also check with that in the Teams channel, and give me the code tomorrow. You can also download it from where. I am not even bothered if you download it or do it by yourself. If you do it by yourself, then you will get to know the things. But if you don't do it, then at least download the project and understand the project. Because our task is not to write the code, but to write the code in a project level.
Mhm.
Okay, show in Explorer. So I have my own folder called Vajrang here. So this is Team 6. So I'll be adding up Team 6 here. New folder, Team 6. Okay, new folder, week 1. So in this week 1, let's go ahead and add this particular file. So RPA challenge shows process flow. Save. Okay, so again, this is an as-is process. Okay, that we are doing. There will also be a to-be process that we are going to do. Insert a swimlane and all. We'll do that, but we'll do it tomorrow. Okay, save. Closing task capture. So what are your activities for today?
Create the code.
Even before creating the code, activities are activities. Okay, first one, download and install task capture. Okay, so there are many things to do. Install, download and install task capture, and the link is available GitHub desktop. Okay, access Teams and check with notes. Okay, and recording will be provided to you to your registered email IDs in YouTube. Just check out the emails. I'm stopping the recording right away.